You may not know who BooJunFeng is, but among those who follow local cinema, Junfeng is highly regarded for his short films. Sometimes called the next Royston Tan, Junfeng makes short films that center on fragile human relationships and family ties. In the past 5 years, he's won not 1, not 2, but 6 awards at the Singapore International Festival. And that's not to mention numerous other awards earned at other international festivals. Junfeng is now set for the big time. Sandcastle, his first full-length film, produced by Eric Koo, is premiering in competition at the prestigious Cannes Film Festival. In this show, you'll get an exclusive first-time look at Sandcastle, as well as interviews with the director and lead actor of the film. Sandcastle is a coming-of-age story about 18-year-old Eun, who lost his father to cancer, and while his mother goes on a holiday with a new man, Eun lives with his grandparents. There, Eun learns to handle his grandmother's worsening dementia. He also discovers there might be more to his father's student activist past, and sets out to find the truth before it's too late. Razor TV spoke to director Junfeng to ask him if Sandcastle was inspired by his real life.
Well, there are many threads to the story. It's a coming-of-age story, but at the same time it's a family drama as well. So, and in one of the threads, basically, it's also about this boy dealing with his grandma slipping into dementia. The dementia element of the story is a very personal one, because a number of the scenes in the film which involve the grandmother, some of her tantrums and some of her problems at home were inspired by some of the events that happened in my home. So that's how it was personal. Yeah.
Bố Tiên à.
Con à.
Bố Tiên à.
Con.
Bún tengah ya.
Mau sa Eun. Con. Hey.
Bún đi thì xí tengah.
Mau sa Eun, 不是Bún. 来。你有电？
一定是跳电啊！你叫我去开啊
！Bún đi thì xí tengah.
你不是阿文，是阿恩。你是阿文的囝，阿文登神山了。
登神山穿什么？
伊暑假徛伫呢兜咯。
妈，我们这个礼拜天去看他去。
他可回来。
When I was during the process of writing the script, my grandma passed away. So I decided to, in a way of dealing with it, to shift the focus of the story away from that pain of the family of dealing with an elderly person to the memories that she had and memories in general. I think that was perhaps my way of dealing with the issue as well. Yeah.
Stay tuned to the next part where we meet Sandcastle lead actor Joshua Tan to find out how the experience was for the first-time actor. Sandcastle is Singapore director BooJunFeng's first feature film and is on its way to the Cannes Film Festival. It is the first Singaporean film to be featured in the highly prestigious International Critics Week, where only 6 other feature films will be screened. Since making his first short film 6 years ago, Junfeng has often mixed professional actors with non-professional actors, as well as TV actors with stage and film actors, and Sandcastle is no exception. Here, he casted first-time actor and musician Joshua Tan in the lead role. The two first met when they collaborated on a Youth.sg project, which saw Junfeng directing a music video for popular Singaporean band The Firefight, who Joshua plays bass for.
I just felt that at that point he had a certain screen presence, and so during the audition process, the casting process, I called him up and asked if he was interested to come down. At first he was quite he wasn't sure, because I told him the film will be mainly in Mandarin, and he hardly spoke a word of Mandarin, and he's never acted before. But I just told him, come down and give it a shot.
I wasn't expecting anything actually. I went for the casting, and then I just read the lines, and I didn't think too much about it after I left until JunFeng called me like a couple of weeks later, and then I was like, oh, wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I guess I'll take it and find out and see what happens. Yeah, I play En, a 17-year-old boy who finds out that his dad may or may not have been involved in like anti-government activities back when Singapore was being founded, and I find out that my parents might be trying to hide this from me. So I go on a fact-finding mission to basically like find out what's going on.
He had a certain internal world, like you could tell that he was always thinking, and that fit the character very well.
Because it felt pretty natural, and I could transition from like one scene and then go to lunch, and then I'll be myself, and then it didn't feel like I had to go back into character for En. Because En's like also somewhat introspective, somewhat quiet, which are qualities I usually identify myself with, and yeah.
你床的味道怪怪的，笑什么？
你堂那边，我阿妈每次在那里尿尿的，
为什么不早点跟我说？
都没有闻到。
有，你闻？
没有啊。
有。
嘘，小声一点。
JunFeng spotted Joshua's talent through working with him, but we wondered if the other members of the firefight were also invited to try out for the role.
I think he called Josh and Ian, but they didn't go down.
Why not?
I have no idea. I suppose I was the only one who was like, oh, this might actually be quite fun, and I think Ian was having his exams then as well.
Okay, do you think the rest of the members are regretting the decision of not going down?
No, I don't think so.
Well, maybe they might be after they find out that Joshua will be going to Cannes in support of the film. And who knows, he just might be rubbing shoulders with some Hollywood star. Next up, we talked to the lead actor and director about going to the most prestigious film festival in the world.